Okay, so we're in it right now live. Gonna go through all of these cards, pretty much starting with the baby. And if you haven't seen already yesterday's stream with Josh, that was just kind of a nightmare playing Garlic Jr. And maybe that was a little bit my fault playing a slower deck, but I think this leader, where again this one is a blue baby leader, is Vegeta baby, so it has all the access to all the previous red cards. I think the Revenge Death Ball calls for a red baby leader. The one drop then minus is 15k, but the one that is the two choices, the one drop red card, the extra card, you can still play in this deck. So maybe a blue red version with all the negates might be pretty cool to use. I don't know. But this does play a Planet Truffle as soon as you play it in your leader area, which is obviously in the start of the game. So that's nice. It's just like the Android 21 Scream. When he attacks, it draws 1, and you draw 2 when you awaken, which is interesting. I think probably untapping 2 it might be a little too powerful for this one, since you have so many cards that are be carried towards the counter step. So if we flip it, we're gonna go through the Overlord, which, if you didn't know, if you have a servant card in rest mode, you can pretty much activate main, I guess, and then draw 1 card after you put it, like after you bottom deck it. Which some of the cards that we're gonna go through actually do interact with that, so it's good to know, and it's nice to see. Pretty simple mechanic, but quite nice to actually cycle through your deck and recur cards through that. And then you swing, draw 1, and then activate main is look top 3 from the deck. Add up to 1 mono blue card with a counter among them, and then place the remaining at the bottom of the deck in any order. Of course, that is nice with Overlord, or if any of the cards that recur back from the bottom of the deck, and then choose one card from your hand and at the bottom of your deck. So again, more bottom of the deck. It's kind of like I was telling Josh, kind of a bit of a mechanic, or at least a balancing mechanism, which I'm going to turn this down a little bit more, to pitch a card. I think that's nice, because I don't think this deck actually draws very much at all. I think it relies on extending the game and getting out bodies on the opponent's turn. And when playing against Josh yesterday, it was just playing Garlic Jr. in general. It was almost an hour-long match, maybe even more than that. I think all he really did was just kind of sit there and counter. I don't think every single deck or every single blue baby deck is going to be like that, but I think this is definitely a leader to watch out for, and just, you know, be open to the different types of builds that are coming out. Then we also have the Vegeta, where you attack and draw 1. It's so nice to see that, like these attack, draw 1 instead of just a leader card. I think Bandai kind of like spartaned up and be like, you know, that's a good idea. Stop putting attack a leader card to draw 1. And then once per turn, you deal damage to your opponent with attacking with this card. Look at the top of the deck. If it's a mono blue card, you may place it in your energy in rest mode, otherwise place it on top of your deck. So you can still get to draw it from any other way, plus you can only get to draw after you awaken. So that's probably something to kind of just like how we did with the reboot SS3. It's kind of like a mechanism to balance the card, or at least the leader in general. So I don't really like it, but it is what it is. I don't really know the extent of how powerful this guy is, just like how this and, well, both of these guys, depending on the backside for this one. Yes, this guy is going to ramp quite a lot, especially since you're going to just fill your whole deck with mono blue cards. And yes, Abuni is going to be kind of an issue still, or at least a thing to watch out for. I don't know how good this is going to be. Like, you're going to have to not only deal damage with this guy, but also, you know, the component can just easily combo out of it. So you might be just swinging and going 10, and then, you know, not getting this effect off. And yes, that's going to get a card out of their hand, but it's also going to get a card out of your hand if you want to go to 15 and guarantee that damage. So I don't know. You swing, draw 1 card, you activate, the opponent activates a counter skill, switch this card to active mode. So that's counter play, that's a negate, that's anything. And then the same thing as far as the auto from the backside to this one. So you continue to ramp, etc. So obviously, I think Abuni is going to be, if Abuni stays, this is going to be a staple in this leader. I don't know what else you're going to be ramping to. Like, what are you really going to do with like 7/6 energy, right? Later in the game, right? And if it's a mono blue, let's go look at the cards real quick. If you're looking at mono blue cards, let's just extra as well. Obviously, there's the new cards that we're going to look at in a second. Turning the Tide is going to be pretty awesome to do. I mean, pretty funny to do this one, but he's just going to get counterplayed, so I don't know about that. Obviously, the Beerus that wipes energy as well. Obviously, Gogeta 7 is no longer a thing. Obviously, 21 is no longer a thing, even though you're going to be playing mono blue. I mean, I don't really think there's too many other things that you would ramp into. If you guys think, obviously we're gonna look at this one, and as well as the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. But if you guys know any other targets that would be really good in this deck that you can ramp into, like turn 3 or 4, let me know. That's all I can say about that one. As far as the chat, what'd you guys say? Building Spice, not today, noms. Yeah, you like my lighting? It's literally just a softbox. Nothing complicated at all. Reboot Beerus with the new SR Vegeta. Yeah, I was looking at that. I obviously love Reboot Beerus. When I made that deck a while ago, no one really. I mean, people watch it obviously because you know people like decks and stuff. But I don't think what should we call it? People really like Reboot Beerus. I think he needs more support like these cards that we're looking at. In order to be somewhat viable. So I don't know. Yeah, 7 energy for the Goku, or 8 energy, yes, unless they have 6 energy. And of course, turning the tide. Just like I was saying, yeah, definitely. Baby the Unknown Parasite, probably the Unison of choice. If not, probably Janemba, probably probably Zeno. Like this with Zeno is obviously going to be a good combo. If you really want to ramp into something else. It's taking from deck, which doesn't take away from your hand, which is nice. Baby is more of a defensive deck. This guy is a more ramp deck. So I kind of see where they're going with it. 3 energy, draw a card just for 2 markers. Like you're getting so much value from this card in itself, just looking at it. Obviously this is super rare, so it makes sense. But just like so much value from just playing it, right? And there are now cards that interact with this, in which negates the skills and things like that. But I don't think there's any cards that interact, which might be a super rare later on, or might be a rare later on, where if the card that they're playing, as in not battle card, but card as in Unison, is 3 or less, then it's placed into the drop area instead, right? So if we have a card like that, it'll kind of force people to play this for 4 instead of for 3. And when they do that, they'll obviously tap out, or they'll end up not getting as much value. So when you play this for 3 and then draw 1 card and get 2 more markers, you're looking at a 5 marker 15k attacker, which this guy is going to be alive if they don't swing at it, or this attack's going to be alive when they swing at it. You literally get all the value that you need out of that 1 play, which is interesting to see at 3 energy. That you have a card that ramps into this. Yes, it's in rest mode, but by turn 3 you're gonna have it, or by turn 2 you're gonna have it, and you're gonna be able to play this and then have a 5 marker baby. I'm trying to wrap my mind around what direction they're really going for these type of cards, and I don't know if they actually learned their lesson in ramp. Like it's just, I don't know, it's weird. I don't know. I'm just gonna rant. That's just a whole rant for me. Mono Blue Janemba, no noms. The crit Nemba, yeah, maybe. What's up, Anik? I don't know how to say your name. Sorry, dude. Anyway, activate main, -5 markers, my boy. Choose up to 1 of your leader cards, gains 15k and double strength for the duration of your turn. So, I mean, I don't know the ruling for this. I would imagine it's only any damage. Like you don't do double strike and then ramp 2. I don't think that's that's worded that way. And I can't really think of any mono let me see, mono blue leaders that would benefit from this. I guess Janemba, right? The crit Nemba, which is probably not going to ramp, but I mean you still play it for 3 energy. I don't know. Yeah, until you start your turn, you can activate mono blue cards with counter skills from your hand by choosing 200 cards in your hand and discarding the playing. Oh, so you get a free counter. But literally, we have so many free counters at this point. The untap energy and things like that, and then counter plays, of course, which is a huge wide range. Which, yeah, mono blue cards, because I don't think there's any other leader that I can really think of. It'd be pretty funny to do this, and then or the other. Which one am I thinking of? This Gogeta, where it has access to the one drop extra card that gives it critical. Oh, already gains double strike. I'm stupid. Maybe Krillin. That'd be funny, right? All these critical blue leaders out of nowhere, right? Zamasu would be pretty cool, right? Dual attack, double strike. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. Okay. And then the other thing is counter skills. So counter, and then blue. What's like the? Do we have like super? Like these guys, obviously, right? This guy, which is the new one that we're gonna look at in a second, and then. Can you play like Royal Condemption? Oh, mono blue. I'm stupid. That'd be cool. A free Ultra Instinct Son Goku. That'd be hilarious. Obviously, this card is really good. Yeah, really cool cards. Okay. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Protector of the Earth. The card is played for how much is this? 5 mono blue energy. What? And yeah, Brohan, that's the thing. I said this before. I was like, I don't know why they keep printing 15k unisons with +2 markers. It makes no sense. Like, I don't understand. Why would they do that? That's just super strong. Oh, I keep freezing up on Twitch. I blame Restream. Let me see. Let me make sure. Yeah, I think we're good. Just let me know if I keep freezing. Oh, this is also being recorded, so I'll just put it on YouTube later. And oh yeah, the Son Goku. So 5 mono blue energy, right? When you play this card during your opponent's next turn, they can't pack battle cards unless they choose one of the battle cards with energy cost 2 or more and place in the bottom of the deck. So just like the Frieza that we have, -1, draw 2 cards, and then choose one in your hand and place it in the draw. Why? It's weird, but I guess this is just another. This should have been a 20k. Yeah, this should have been 20k. You're committing 5 energy, even though you're wrapping into things like this guy, and then Zamasu, the Zoning Unison. That's just my opinion, though, because these have no +2 markers. Choose all your opponent's battle cards and know your player and turn their hands. Yeah, this should have been bottom of the deck. I guess I guess they're really trying to make sure that these cards aren't like super strong. Like, these are strong effects, right? This is only one turn. I don't know. This should have been like crit or bottom deck of life or something like that. 5 energy is a lot. Like, no matter what, like if you're looking at, let's say all the attacks, right? You swing, this goes through, you're at 2 energy, passes to you, you go to 3, that's turn 2, right? You swing, go to 4, and then pass, they do damage, you swing, you go to 5, but it's in rest mode, so you're gonna have to bean. So by turn 3 or 4, you're gonna want to get this guy out, which if you use Zeno, you can play it turn 2, get to 4 energy, but then it goes to the bottom. I don't know. This is That's just me. I'm sure this is better than I think it is. Son Gohan, baby's minion for 3 energy, which I now can see like counterattacks and stuff, or counter plays. Like this guy says negate the attack for 3, and you play this card. It's a 2 cost in Baby Vegeta. It's a servant, which is nice because it's a 25k attacker, which can be used for Overlord and then get it back from the other cards that we look at. And then your opponent can't attack unless they choose 1 card from your hand and place it on the bottom of the deck. It's basically like a Baby Topo that is a 25k attacker. But if they counterplay it, let's say like one of the 1-drop negates like Beerus Ball, like also since this is I'm gonna have to see the ruling for that one, but I'm pretty sure it's only a 25k on the board. So like stuff like Beerus Ball will still before it's even played, it'll go to drop. So I'm pretty sure that still works. But Absolute Release Ball, any of the counterplays, like even Frieza, would be nice to get this off the board, so that way they can't use Overlord and have a 25k attacker, because it's gonna be playing in your turn. They swing with it afterwards, and then just kind of go from there. But like counterplays is like, now that I see that, it makes sense. But when I was playing Garlic Jr., he didn't really have counterplays to use, other than the Vegeta counterplay, which is nice to put in rest mode. That's really about it. It's just that they're gonna use Servant. Sun Goten, baby's minion. No freeze, goes with the Servant ability. Yeah, that makes sense. Make sure that a blue Unison 5k stronger, and gave the wrong Unison a boost. It'd be nice to have a 14k Unison. Like, that would make more sense than anything else, right? I don't know. Also, are there new emojis working on, or emotes on working on Twitch? Can someone check that for me? It was working for me, you know. Yeah, no. Don't go to baby's minion. Play this card if the battle card is being played 4 or less. Place it on the bottom of the deck. So stuff like that. That's good. And then it has a Servant, so it's a 20k attacker that after you swing with it, you can use Overlord. That's cool. Also nice to have another Brainwash. That's just random to have, but I guess it makes sense because it is in the Baby Saga. Before or less for a 3 cost that you're paying for, that you either ramp or it's just gonna play in Baby Vegeta, which that's probably what's gonna happen. Counterplay that has a Servant. If the leader card's a blue baby card, which some of these should have just had blue baby and just lock it to the archetype, but that's okay. Play this card if the bottom card being played at energy cost of 1 is returned to the hand instead of being played. So this is a 1 cost, this is a 2 cost. Not bad. Not bad, I guess. Negate the attack and play the card. So 1 cost Servant, 15k attacker. A blue Oob. This is dope artwork, but I feel like they stole it somewhere or from somewhere. Is that just me? Oob. Another Baby Saga. I forgot Oob was there. They just like randomly fought Baby. Another one, blue Unison, draw 1. Okay. Mr. Boo. Don't want to give them the boo-boos, huh? The Baby. So this is the super rare that has the triple strike and is a 5-drop counterplay. Play this card and it is 5 energy. Yep. Play this card and the 7 or less. Return to the owner's hand. That's pretty whack. Negate the counter skill. Oh, negate the counter skill. Oh, okay, so it's like a battery, I'm guessing. That's pretty cool, right? For 5 energy. They're like, you're never using battery again. But if you do, you're gonna pay 5 energy. This card is played, draw 1, and then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring burying and placing the draw owner's deck. Oh, okay. So you get to, it's like a hit, but it's a 30k triple striker, which has a unique, which is good. So you get to play it for 5, return a boss monster most likely to their hand, or something very important like Banisher or something like that. I don't know who plays Banisher, but still. Or you can battering something, and then draw a card, and then bottom deck something. This card does a lot. It's probably going to be really, really important in decks like Baby Vegeta, but also it's kind of punishing you for using so much energy and having it open. So stuff like I would say like Retribution, like Broly Retribution would be probably good against things like this, because they're gonna have to tap out or at least tap more energy in order to counterplay and try to play like place it in the bottom of the deck or return it to your hand, just like the stuff that we're looking at right here, like the Bulma. That's probably this Bulma is probably made for that 1-drop Broly, I would say. Cool card. Baby the Saiyan Slayer. Isn't he a Saiyan? Like, that's really kind of awkward. 4-drop, which is a 3-drop in Baby. The double striking counter attack and counter, which doesn't negate the counter, which you're probably just going to counter attack and play the card. If your card's a blue Baby, you look at the bottom of the deck. If it's a non-blue battle card, the counter skill, energy cost equal or less to your current energy. Other than a copy of this card, you may play it. So that's basically how Josh got this card out. So 5 energy after you play this for 3, not a bad idea. It's a strong card, I think. A 4 cost, which is the 3 cost. The leader card is a mono blue. A lot of soul striking vibes coming from these cards. Switch up to one of your mono blue energy, so technically it's a 2 cost, and play the card. So 20k attacker. The leader card is a blue card, blue baby card. When this card is played, choose one of your opponent's battle cards and place it in the bottom of the deck. So a lot of removal. That's really annoying. Baby, diabolic parasite. Play this card and choose up to switch one of your mono blue energy to energy. Wow, to active mode. And the battle card is being played at 4 or less is placed in the bottom. So for 2, ugh. I don't know why that feels bad. That doesn't feel bad, but like bad for the opponent. Like you pay 2, you untap 1. It doesn't have unique, which it probably should. And it has Overlord, so it has another way of using Overlord and bottom decking a card and draw 1. Wow, this is a good card for a common, right? I'm reading this right. For 2 energy in Baby Vegeta, you untap 1 energy, which is a 1 cost, 19k attacker that has Overlord, and you get to deny a 4 cost or less. Like I'm reading that right? That's crazy. I feel like. I definitely feel like that's crazy. Do you think Uneasy Alliance would go overpriced? That's a good question. Let's go look at it. TCG player. Uneasy. Looks like it already went up. Yeah, these were like 15s maybe. They're slowly going up. They're about 20 now. I think it will. I think it's a good little thing. Good little thing to use. It's still a 2 cost, by the way. The Uneasy Alliance, because it doesn't reduce the specified cost, so it's still a 2 cost. And if you want to pay 2 costs for that, I mean, it's nice to return different cards, like, yeah, like stuff like, because it's 3 or less, right? 3 or less, yeah, like things like this, maybe. Yeah, things like that. Maybe the Boma. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question though. I would say yeah. Baby, the body snatch. What am I doing? The body snatch. The body snatcher. There you go. This one has Overlord for whatever reason, but I guess it makes sense for the theme. As a 1 cost negate, basically, is a 10k attacker. So I think the whole thing for this deck is just like playing things on their turn, which is why Koitsukai is sort of like one of the things where people are like, is it gonna hit? Is it gonna go away? Are people gonna buy it out? I don't know. I get the attack and play the card. When this card is played, you look at the bottom of the it's basically you just add it to your hand. A mono blue card with a counter skill at the bottom of the deck. If you add a card, you place 1 card from your hand in the bottom of the deck. Otherwise, return it. That's a very good card. I think this is a really annoying card, actually. Yeah. Because it helps with the leader, it helps with the other things that are punishing you for playing different things, and you have to bottom deck stuff. And as well as the new super combo that you bottom deck 1 and draw 2. So all those things kind of work out. View the card as a blue baby. When this card is played, look up the top 3 of your deck and add 1 mono blue card with a counter skill among them. Pretty solid, but I don't think that's really going to be needed. Because the, yeah, the leader does it. I guess if you want more, search. Might be good for sealed. Super Saiyan 4 Son Goku Energy Annihilator. What a name that is. Unique blocker. When you play this card, this is 6 specified. Not that why was I talking about that? When this card is played, your opponent places 1 of their energy at the bottom of the deck. So it's kind of whack. It's an energy annihilator, but you're only doing 1. Like, come on. At least let the person playing a 6-7 cost card choose the energy, because they can just choose a rest mode or a card in rest mode in their energy. Like if it really came down to playing a 7 cost battle card and somehow you got to that point, at least let me pick the energy, right? At the end of the turn, switch to active mode, and the opponent chooses their battle cards. And oh, okay, well, I guess that's a little bit better. But still, I feel like you should choose energy, and then let them choose the other two. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being greedy. Super Saiyan 3, Son Goku, Overflowing Spirit. I was going to say Overlord Spirit. The leader card is mono blue. Negate the attack. And then choose up to one of your opponent's... Wait, one of your blue Unison cards in your owner's Unison area or drop area. Oh, okay. And turn into your hand and play this card. So for 2, you get to take back a Unison or from the drop area. So I guess it's cool if you basically use some, like if you swing with the blue Unison, you use the markers for it, like you go down to markers, maybe you have one marker, and then in order to prevent the Unison from going to drop, or if you need to get it back from drop, you can go ahead and just play this card, take it away from the Unison area, prevent that attack, and then have a 15k body, and then play your Unison on that next turn, and then swing again with it, etc. So I guess I see the concept of this card. Is it good? I don't know. Wait, that's a super rare? Oh, interesting. It's good to get things from drop. I can say that much at least. You know. At the end of what turn? Let me look. End of your turn. End of your turn, yep. Son Goku, the Shadow Dragon Suppressor. That is a draw 1 at 4 or less. I don't think anybody's gonna be playing these. Maybe in sealed, but you know. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Rise of the Super Warrior, is a blocker for 6. 6. Your leader card is mono blue. When this card is played, look at the top 4 of your deck. I have up to 4 mono blue cards among them. Place the remaining. But mono blue card. Whoa. Okay. Okay. And then place any other remaining cards. Okay, wow. 30k blocker. You swing with it. Restands. You get to basically ramp 4, right? Up to 4. So you can either get the cards that you need from that top 5 or top 4 and then place it and then go from there. That's pretty cool. Pretty dope. Pretty dope indeed, I think. After blue stuff, give me my choice of the banner rather than limit. I already did a whole video on it, Braun. I don't feel like talking about it again. I mean, the basic is, you know, just ban Bibidi or rat it to blue leader. Koitsukai probably should be looked at. And then everything else is not the big of a deal. Like Ubuni is, I would say Ubuni, if they're gonna do something to it, limit it to 2. I don't think it really warrants a ban right now though. Everybody hates limiting, and it's like a Yu-Gi-Oh thing, but I've talked about it so many times before that if you limit something, you reduce the consistency of it and how much they can actually play it throughout the game. And if you reduce consistency of something, it's not going to be as much of an issue, because they're not going to consistently see it on turn 4, turn 3, and then get played and it becoming an issue. If it's less, like they say, oh, I didn't see my Boonie, well, that's the whole point, right? But I don't know, trust me. 4 drop Vegeta, it's a blocker. They get to attack, and then they can't attack unless they place 1 energy in the drop area. I had so much energy playing as Garlic Jr., so that wasn't that much of an issue. Momo, Wife of a Prince. When this card is played, activate 1 Blitz Wave. Blitz Wave. Okay. Go Tense, Return of the Reaper of Justice. If you want, oh yeah. This is the one to activate battle, by the way. That's very interesting to have activate battle. If you want to view the cards, I'm on a blue Saiyan. You have a blue Unison in play. Play this card from your hand in rest mode. So obviously, if they're swinging at the Unison, they can't use this. So it's kind of annoying. You don't have to pay the cost. It's completely free. Yeah, I mean it's cool. It's a really cool card to save your butt if you're trying to go for a game and they didn't take care of Unison for some reason. So if anything, they should really, like, because this card now exists, and if they're playing that Gogeta, I think it's Gogeta, right? It's Unison, blue, this guy, or the Super Warrior, and they can't take damage if something's in rest mode. This is going to be a really good card to include in that. But again, the person should be smart enough to swing at their blue unison first and then play this. If you just want a 19k attacker, might as well do that. But you need the blue unison anyway. The Blitz Wave, when you activate it, draw one. Really requires a blue Vegeta GT, only on this front side. Place the top card of your deck under lead card. Oh yeah. This is the one that's not that great. So four more cards placed in the under drop areas. Take up to 2 cards in your life and place in the. So you. I can't see this being good. I can't see this being good. Once per turn, there's a lot of stuff going on here. You're. I mean, you don't have to crit it. It's up to, so that's nice. And you can awaken pretty much any turn. But 4 cards is a lot. If it was like 2 or 3, it would have been a little bit better. Plus, you're already playing Planet Tuffle, right? So there's not really. I don't really like this. If there's another blue Vegeta, then yeah, I would be behind this. But it's not that good. Because what's not? Mr. IT guy. I didn't see. I don't know what you were responding to. If the card is a blue baby card, you reduce the counter skill of a mono blue card if your energy is all mono blue. Energy costs a 5 or less in your hand. Cool. And then add to cut 1 card for your life and choose 1 card and place it in the bottom of your deck. So, we kind of really know about this card. I mean, it's just a really good card, honestly. Just a really good card. And I think blue baby players should be wary in a best of 3 where, you know, people are going to be side decking things to kill a field card. I don't think there are very many things that kill a 3-drop field card specifically. If we're looking at battle cards, so like this kills a 1-drop. This does kill any field, and then this one only has 1 cost. So tactical victory Vegeta. Probably should look at the foils for that thing. Golden Revenge. Pay 2, which is 1 with the Planet Tuffle. Negate the attack and choose one of your mono blue battle cards in your, or with a counter skill return to your hand. Very annoying card. And then if your leader card is a mono blue, negate the attack and choose one of your mono blue cards in your hand and discard it. Draw 2. For 2, specified 2. I don't know if I like that. Either way, let me know what you guys think as far as the comments below when this is posted, or in the chat right now. Do you actually like Baby? Do you like this Vegeta? These two are really cool. Baby is really annoying, and we're gonna see how that goes. We're gonna see if Bandai kind of learned their lesson with Ramp and what options that people may have, and can these guys keep a good hand size? And they're gonna, like, if you're running Zeno and if you're running this guy, I don't know if you're gonna be running Apes either. And there's not really a uninteractable or easy type thing to draw cards, like a draw ape type thing, because you're gonna be taking a chance to charge this card in your rest mode, and you're gonna turn off things that need mono blue energy. So that's how I see it. Let me know.